camera will have to have a chat.
Yeah. Definitely.
Right, I need to just check all the. I have, yeah. It's a nice looking car, that as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's like some electric thing. Hey there. Can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
That blue car over there. Can you look at the name on the back?
Yeah.
We'll take a picture.
Just talking to the.
Well, here we are, Jed. 2025. Bobby Moore. Just waiting for some more potential car winners on the 11th. We've had the first crew through, and they are already emptying the bar. I think there's been a call for more stock. There's Paul Celia there. He's just trying to get himself on camera. But, he's gone away. Oh, I think he's got a cheeky banana there as well, Jed. I don't know if you spotted that.
Oh, that is young Paul, isn't it?
It's Paul, yeah. It's just getting his money's worth.
He is a fantastic member, though, isn't he?
Oh, he's great.
Full of
Absolutely
life.
great. And real sort of community thing with the guys at PGI. They all come up and,
Yep.
dare I say, get drunk and have a good time. And here they are playing golf.
It's remarkable, isn't it? You know, we had quite a grey morning, and now the sun is shining. It's another year. We're at the Bobby Moore.
Well, what we did is at 11:45 we put 50 pence in the meter, and then that brought the sunshine out.
And it's worked a treat. This is funny. The car. Thank you, Ava.
So, basically, just as you can, slightly off camera there. We've got two very large Honda feathers there displaying the car, which
Yeah.
is the prize for the hole-in-one. And I just asked Ava if she would pop over and tell us what the model of the car was, and she's just come back and said it's a Honda.
It is.
So
It is.
blow me down.
Top gear, as they say.
Yeah. Anyway,
What
it's blue.
colour? What colour?
It's
What
blue.
colour?
It's blue.
Is
Isn't
it?
it? It's blue. It's or green or turquoise or
Is it
I don't know.
aqua?
I don't know.
I like. It did catch my eye, and these electrics are catching my
They're
eye
getting
now.
better.
Yeah.
They're getting better, and they probably make a little bit of sense over here. I mean, apart from the insurance situation, you charge one of them up and it'll last you all week.
Well,
you
some of my colleagues in the taxi driving fraternity
know? I see.
are moving over to electric. So there's one
Close
guy,
knit bunch.
Costas, and he's got a Tesla. He got it from the UK, great price, and he's absolutely raving about it.
He's a baller, is he? So he's got a Tesla while everyone else
Yeah.
has got a BYD or Hyundai or whatever. Yeah.
It's the Skodas. There's a few Skodas around.
Fine car, by the way. Fine car.
The Enyaq. Is it Enyaq?
Oh, I don't know.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
but I'm hearing great things, whereas the rest of us are, burning carbon and paying for it.
Luddites.
Paying
So
for it.
very slow to late adopters of the new technology there.
Well, I think if they installed the charging points at the airport, it would just match the positivity of all the drivers, wouldn't it? You know, when you step off the plane, it's all a bright and cheery welcome, isn't it?
It is. I mean, without wishing to turn this into a party political broadcast, we have two chargers in the car park at the Comis Hotel for anybody with an electric car. But thankfully for our both of our viewers, we have a new group coming to the tea. Do we have any idea who
let's
this
see.
is?
Any
Following on
idea?
from
So
PGI, I would
it's going to be who
suggest.
started on the 10th. So this looks like a Nexio.
An XEO, yeah.
Oh, I know Andrew Seddon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can spot him. So we've got Tom Brodie, John Spellman, Andrew Seddon, Bob Jones. If it is indeed a Nexio, yes, I think it will be because
Yeah.
PGI, Damon Waddington, Dudley, Dadley, Paul, and Anton have just played out, and They didn't win the car, though, did they?
They didn't win the car, and in fact, if anything, the car was very safe, I would have said. The nearest the pin, is that on the green, Jen?
No, it's not quite.
No.
I don't know.
It's clear. Well, it's debatable, isn't it? We could move the pin towards the mark.
You've got to be careful this week moving stuff around on the greens, because it is, of course, the championship week. It's the Isle of Man Golf Championships at Coolmist Mount Murray.
A very, very busy few weeks at the hotel, which is great to see. We've got the great and good of the innovation world in the function room as well, innovating. Anyway,
Really, what's that?
it's the innovation challenge run by Digital.
Oh, fantastic!
Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. First tee shot from Adexio. Oh, no, that's tricky.
Pulled it left.
Gone off to the left down the slope of doom.
The innovation challenge. So
Yes.
I like the sound of that. Could you expand maybe a little bit?
Yeah, not as an official representative for the Innovation Challenge, but basically they have several categories: fintech, financial technology; clean tech, which is clean technology; AI, which is not artificial insemination, it's artificial intelligence; and basically people from all over the globe come and pitch for 10 minutes, and then they are judged by the people in the room, the judges, and on their entry itself. And then the winners, I think 4 winners, get a little bit of funding and things like that. But it's good because it brings a lot of innovative people to the Isle of Man, and who knows where it'll go.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You know, I love seeing like the energy, the young minds, young people in action around the island, and like the Jeff 30 under 30. Oh, that's a nice shot.
No, that's it.
That's a
There we
nice
go.
shot.
That's
There we go.
worthy of a nearest the
That'll
pin
be
marker.
nearest the pin. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is a lot going on the island. Some really steps the right way. It's good.
But a ripple of applause there from
Oh gosh.
from both of our spectators. Well, yeah, no, it is. It's very, very good, and you know, I mean, it's good. It's good for them because they're getting up on stage, they're doing a pitch, they're trying to get it out there. You know, they've got a lot of great ideas, and it's how the kind of rubber meets the road. I think this has gone to the right, Jed.
I do like the fact that we're getting young people profile shared social media. I'm liking this change. The old guard is hopefully stepping out the way for the new blood. It's important.
But what's interesting was at the hotel last night talking to a few of the guys. You know, that if they can get things to work, they're interested to bring the business to the Isle of Man, because the corporation tax has gone up in England, and it makes the island more attractive to these guys to sort of domicile the business over here. So
it's commendable, you know, that the UK government is doing the Isle of Man so many favours.
They're working directly for the visit agency.
Remarkable. And we've got some interesting people who've moved to the island recently.
We very much have.
Who've seen the writing on the wall. So it's good. It's good. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
And congratulations, Mark, on your appointment to, is it the climate change?
No.
The carbon neutral.
No,
let me guess.
no,
it is
no.
the green friendly tree huggers. It's the vegan society.
No,
it's something like that.
It's the equal. No, as you know, I'm not an activist yet. It is the UNESCO Isle of Man Biosphere, which is very exciting. And the biosphere, I think, is a very very much
Ava's come in with a.
ENY. So it's EINY1. ENY1.
I wouldn't have remembered that either.
Thank you, Eva. So it's,
brilliant.
So we've got a Honda ENY1. ENY1. That's an unfortunate name, really.
Eeny weeny.
Nobody wants that nickname. So straight away, Jed, I'm noticing a change of attire. So we've got 3 trousers, 1 short, and then like a cap.
It's difficult to know what attire to wear these days, but it's certainly sunscreen day today.
Scorchio,
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, the greens are too fast for that shot.
Of course, it's in good nick though. The visitors that have been playing here from away, enjoying it, love it.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great, and the Gary and his team doing a lot of good work, and he's actually expanding the team. We've got some more greenkeepers coming to the Comus at Mount Murray course.
Blimey.
Oh, well.
I mean, it's in fantastic nick anyway.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
So we seem to be having some form of steward's inquiry going on here, Jed. I don't know. Mr. Creemore is heading his way over to the tee. I don't know if.
What's he doing?
I don't know. It's difficult to say.
He's got a bit of a stride on him.
He does. It's a purposeful gait, shall we say?
Of course, one of the loyal servants to the club. Got Greg Wen around, and the likes of Andy Cooley, who are the core of the club administration.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And of course, we've got Alison at the top as well.
Yeah, brilliant. The lady all club captain.
All club captain.
Which is fantastic.
President Tim Calladine in the background. Lovely.
Yeah. Who's just okay. He's just okay.
He makes my short game look good. I love playing with him. It's great.
Yeah. Very vocal around the course.
There we go.
Hang on a minute, he's recovered this well. Yeah. Not bad. Could have been a lot worse from where he started, I think.
So, petrol hedonism.
Yes.
I've seen this on the island. I was speaking to the guys at the Motor Museum, and they're getting a lot of traction, should we say?
Yeah. And again, if we refer back to the adjacent aisle, some of the cars that those guys are bringing over, they can't really enjoy them over there because there's a speed camera every 500 yards. So coming to the Isle of Man gives them the chance to enjoy their vehicles, and we obviously hope that they do it responsibly, but they have a good time. And fair play. So they get over here, have a ride round, enjoy themselves, spend some money in the bar, go to the Motor Museum, go to the Laxey Wheel, take a bit of the culture in, maybe even go to the new. In fact, we haven't spoken about the Connoisseur Arms yet, Jed. What's your view on the
Weatherspoons?
Spoons, Jed. Sorry, you can't say Weatherspoons.
It's not really the sort of place that I would fraternise regularly. You
don't fancy a cheap breakfast?
I'm a little bit more
£3 a pint.
Choosy. No. I like.
You're more of a. Ooh, that was close.
The Thirsty Pigeon or the Rover's Return. I like those places.
More of a discerning customer.
Real ale, but no, Spoons is good. It's 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 going to be busy. It's going to bring people into the town. The visitors, will enjoy it. So, but we need more visitors. I mean, there's 900 seats on that lovely cruise ship known as the Manxman.
Yes.
We need to fill every seat.
I think you're right. We've just got to keep doing what we do. I mean, you do your bit as well, Jed. I was up speaking to the guys at the Motor Museum for the 10th birthday party the other day, and they were extolling the virtues of Power Wheels and Jed Power and the
Roger
tours.
Hurst. Roger Hurst,
the star of the squad.
Roger, he did well in the TT and just motorcycling around the world, around Japan, Australia, America, Daytona, all that Suzuka, the Kawasaki Kid, and he drives these TT tours. So he will pick the visitors up from their hotel, take them for a tour around the TT course, brings his replica trophies and all that, pop into the Motor Museum. It's great, and he can say how it is.
Yeah, no, they were absolutely raving about it. And of course, the biggest win for Roger was joining the Power Wheels team, having the pleasure of sitting alongside you in the front of a transit van, driving around a lot of foreign people.
It's like a scene from Laurel and Hardy, really.
You probably don't even get out of the car park and this is the TT course. You're not fooling the viewers yet. What do you mean, Balaf Bridge? That went years ago.
Honestly, Roger is remarkable, and the likes of these cruise ship visitors, they want something different. So they dropped anchor in Douglas yesterday.
Careful.
and they had a lovely excursion.
Here we go. So we've just got a tricky putt. I believe you referred to this as a knee trembler last time.
There's a lot of knee on show, isn't there? This is.
Yeah. Oh, no fear. Absolutely.
It's like the legs of a sparrow, isn't it? There we go.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know where you're doing your bird watching, Jed. No. Oh. There we go. Straight down. They finish well, and I think they're heading for refreshments.
I've been doing quite a bit of birding recently.
I see.
And
where's your favourite spot?
well, I always find round just coming out of Dorby is that you can guarantee
Good pickings.
a hen harrier. Always round there. And there's some big ones. I mean, there's a big one flying round here.
Yeah, there is.
You
Yeah,
know, big hen harrier.
well, there's a pair. I know where they live. We in fact we've just completed. There's Mr. Creemore. He's purposely marching back, still smiling though.
With a stride.
Yeah, I think he's all right. He's just heading to the refreshment tent to see if Adexo have left anything for the rest of the guys coming up. But yeah, no, we've just built a wildflower. Kuwait School have just built a wildflower garden.
Yeah.
So we've got half an acre of the golf course that wasn't really being used, and rewilded it, split it into 6 strips, and the kids have come down and they are they raked it and planted it.
The Bug Hotel. I love a bit of rewilding.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it because it's like it's kind of, there's different levels, isn't it? It's like you've got a combination of earth, and is it some pallets and things and what have you?
The Bug Hotel, yeah, we've got some pallets, we've got some tubes, we've got some bamboo, we've got some logs, we've any number of things that attract creepy crawlies. And we had the Lieutenant Governor and Lady Lorimer the other day, and they were very keen on a bit of bug hunting.
Lovely. Well, I was having lunch with the Governor on Monday.
All right.
And he's so out and about enthusiastic, isn't he?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And they've just had the term extended as well. Fairly recently had the term extended, and the stuff that they do, they're out in the community several times a week.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, which is a touch of class, he actually wrote to the organisers a handwritten note thanking everybody for their efforts as well. And it came almost immediately. So
that's the sign of someone who knows that they've got the finger on the pulse. So I've just switched the camera around. We've got
a bit of wildlife.
There's some more wildlife.
Yeah.
The older variety. So
well, what we do here, you see, Jed, is we plant tables and chairs, and then we provide a watering hole. And if you notice, the Madry is going down very, very well. I mean, if you look across the table, you can see who the drinkers are. The empty glasses are the ones that drink a lot, and then the part full ones are the ones who are say pacing themselves for the long haul, because the Bobby Moore has been known to go on to 3 o'clock in the morning.
There's some fine specimens here, good stalwarts of the club. So this is like the Thursday afternoon crowd, or the Thursday morning crowd, and they would have gone out on what they call a roll-up.
Who's the youngster with the back-to-front baseball cap on, Jim?
Oh, that's Gareth Rowlands, isn't it?
I see.
He's quite a trendsetter. He's a motivated golfer, very good. And then we've got the former president. We've got Bob, Mr. Love there, just he knows he's getting talked about.
I think so. He's styling it out.
Yeah. But there they are. They're
that's it. And Andy Cooley doing his sort of Mafia Don impression over there as well. Obviously, it's a kind of Guinness Zero. Have you tried the Zero, Jim?
Well, I've got a bit of a story.
You always do.
Should I reveal my experience from the other night? I don't know whether I should. Yes, I will.
Is it safe for work?
I will disclose. Okay.
Right, well.
So the other night I went to the British Legion, and there was an act called Joe Martin.
Right.
Right, and he's a country singer, and he's done
delightful.
Honestly, it's amazing that he's here on the Isle of Man, and he recorded his album in Nashville.
Yeah,
and he's actually the son
all the way from Nashville to the British Legion.
All the way from Nashville. There could be a song about that.
I think so.
I ended up in the British Legion, Douglas City.
You're wasted in this job. But carry on, Jim. Sorry, I interrupted.
I think so. Anyway, I went to that, and it is great. And he's actually appearing round about. I think he's at the Laxey Working Men's Institute, and he's actually going off to America. He's just based here, and he's just and I think he's on the live lounge for Christie on Manx Radio at the weekend. But what I'm saying is, what I'm getting to is the Guinness Zeros. Yeah. So I had a couple of them, and for some reason I ended up driving someone else's car. And
oh dear.
And it was these things happen, and it was a mini. I've never driven a mini before. Lovely, great fun. And I was on the way back, and I'm not going to give any more details, by the way.
Yes, that's fine. It's
So-
non-requested.
Until it's about 11 o'clock at night, and there's some blue flashing lights in the background, and I thought, oh no,
There's a bit of anxiety
no.
here. Isn't
Oh
there?
yeah, hands sweaty and all that. Well, hands are sweaty anyway.
Yeah.
But the thing is, two lovely police officers came up to the window,
Yeah.
and I'm in this like metallic pink Mini or something. Oh, it's all
Standard.
like blinked up.
Yep.
And anyway, I had to give a breath test, and because
Panicked a
apparently,
bit, yeah.
now what was the straddling the? I think I was just a little bit, I was like, the lights,
Cutting the
and
corners
things
and
and stuff.
things
I wasn't
like that.
driving badly, but
No.
it was just
No
an
worse than
excuse
usual. Yeah.
for a stop,
Yeah.
and I had to do the roadside breath test
Did you?
with
Like that?
maximum confidence that the Guinness was.
So you've shattered the illusion, Jay, because I thought as a former police officer yourself, you'd have some sort of funny handshake or a wink or a...
No, I think
you
I'm a
show
target.
me-
I'm
you
a
sh-
target.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I would do if I was a policeman, but I thought you'd show me your knee or something. I don't know how these things
No,
work.
no, I don't. But it was great. They dealt with it professionally and swiftly and all that, and it was good to kind of just re-engage with the old job.
But for a moment there, were you nervous, thinking,
Oh yeah.
2 cans of alcohol for it, have I got the wrong can? Have I got the... Cause
No, I was thinking about the skinful I've had the night before.
Yes, of course. That's it, yeah.
No,
It was
no,
the miniatures in the morning in the glove box
Yeah.
that
Yeah, my vodka breakfast.
caught you
No.
out again.
No, but it's just a message to say that it's great to see our community policing. They're everywhere, obviously, and keeping on top of things.
That's it. So I'm not sure what the message here is. But, anyway,
Oh,
so
that Guinness Zero works.
Guinness
Yeah.
Zero,
So it's a
oh,
good
oh,
drink.
oh,
You can
oh,
enjoy
that's
it,
yeah.
and then have the freedom
You're less
of,
likely to be arrested.
of a drive home. But choose which vehicle you drive.
So you may be arrested for your driving, but not your drinking, and that's it's
dear.
a family show. So I don't know what was going on there. I saw Mr. Creemore in mechanised transport. He seems to have gone, turned around and come back again. But now we've got... So who have we got now, Jed?
Oh,
So
right. So after that,
they'll be on the 9th.
so it's these guys, the River Sharks, Chris Nicholson,
Oh, yeah.
former Ireland champion John Cork, Ben Ackrig, and Ben Christian.
Lots of Bens in this group. In fact, nearly 50% of the group are called Ben. That's unusual in this group.
It's they must be around about
So
that age.
where
where
it says
was-
0.8, is that his handicap?
Yeah. Oh yeah, John Cork, former Ireland champion.
So we may have somebody winning an Eni one.
He is. That's. I think this will be Corky. Let's just zoom in on the thing.
I think it's
There
important that
we
we capture this shot, Jed, if it is, because this could be the hole-in-one. So,
Yeah.
for
Is it Corky? I'll tell you. Usually plays it. Yeah, I think. Oh gosh, no, he's pushed it out right. But it's pulled it around. Corky. He's a great example of, what can I say? Right place, right time.
he's not somebody else that works
Making
for
the
you,
right
is he, Jed?
choices. He went to St Andrews University,
Did he?
and he was like the leading player, the captain of the golf team.
Wow.
And he's a mathematician, and he's smart, and he's a great player, and he's won the championship, and he's a good bloke, all round.
Does he work up at the meat plant?
No.
What
No, he doesn't work in government.
No, what to steady? No, come on. What does he do? What does
Oh,
Corky
I
do?
think he's like an accountant in some of these big firms that we get on the Isle of Man.
very good.
Think,
So
the ones that we know.
That's always nice to have talent. All right, oh, this
Yeah.
looks like it's heading in the right direction.
So
Where's it going to land? Oh, it's gone too far.
pulled it, I think.
Gone too far. It's such a tricky hole, isn't it? Such a tricky hole.
Yeah, there's a bit of wind, but
I think
big
it's.
green.
Am I right in saying it's quite deceptive because it's so sheltered you don't realise the wind's there?
There's a bit of a swirl around this magnificent building. You see,
Hmm.
I think that's what happens, and I think maybe the thermals today could create all sorts. But
Science lesson.
Just going back to the birds, so we've
What?
we've had these buzzards, haven't we? There's a few buzzards around,
Right.
aren't they? So
Yep.
we talk, and there's a couple around here. I did spot one when I was coming.
Yeah. Well, what we've done, let's just watch the. Oh, hang on, that seems to be. Is it far enough
Short,
though?
I think.
That's short, but
Lord Goat. Oh, nearly.
So
Yeah, these buzzards.
3 out of 4. Yeah. Well, what we've done, and this isn't a green ecological party broadcast either, but we have grown up wildflower corridors all the way around the outside of the course, and we've let the rough grow up in certain areas which we move around sort of to promote habitat for these things. So of course once the smaller mammals and everything start to appear, then so do the buzzards, so it's actually a sign of success. So it's good.
It's remarkable, isn't it? I mean,
Unless you're a mammal, then it's probably a bit of a problem.
But on the island, I think buzzards are quite new to the scene, aren't they? I think because you've got your sparrowhawks, your kestrels, your hen harriers, your peregrine falcons, and then really at the bottom of the pecking order, you've got your buzzards. Oh gosh, that's a good shot.
Oh, what's that? 1 out of 4. So we've got a 25%.
It's not bad. I went to the Carfer Man. Have you managed to get there this year?
I love the Carfer Man. I get there as much as I can on the Shona boat trip. It amazes me how many people on the Isle of Man have not been to the Carfer Man.
Remarkable.
It is. It's like a different world.
I know.
Is that the captain on the team?
It is. We could do with losing this buggy. Really.
Yeah.
I just realised it's in the way, but we'll just. Hetherington. Hetherington? No, Lodge.
What?
I'm talking rubbish.
I see.
Miles
Good.
away. There we go. Oh, she's hit an absolute peach there. Caught on camera. Lovely. I do believe she's been having a bit of tuition off our pro. So
Mr. Crooks, well, that will make sense. He's a fine coach, and in fact, he's just completed a block of coaching for QA Primary School.
Yep.
So I think most people on the island will know that the majority of the kids on the Mount Murray estate go to QA Primary School. So in order to sort of strengthen the bonds with the primary school, we invited all the children down to have a few sessions with Stephen, and it was great. So the driving range was full of PE kits, and they hit Tuesday, over 1,000 balls.
it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense.
Yeah, and they had a great time.
It's good. We've actually got QE2 Peel School coming in July.
Excellent.
One of their excursions for the kids, just to get to know golf.
Love it. I mean, I think numbers were steadily declining of people playing golf on the island, because there's so many other things to do, cycling.
Yeah, but they've stopped cycling though, haven't they?
They've stopped cycling.
Yeah, they've stopped it.
Didn't get that
yeah. It's not as popular as what it was.
No.
You don't see a happy cyclist now, do you? Really?
Especially not in the mountain, wearing black in the fog.
No.
That seems to cause much upset.
It does attract some comment on the world of social media on the island, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is a time to get the popcorn out.
I'd get the popcorn out later. There's some really interesting stuff posted today.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Go on. So spill the beans.
Not for disclosure on this broadcasting service, but it's an absolute belter. I went to the 20 mile an hour little
oh my god
thing. Well, I was picking up someone from the boat, and I popped in just to see what it's all about. And hello,
less than 20 miles an hour.
hello.
Oh,
Great shot.
Oh, you've got to be pleased with that.
Yeah.
It's a par though, Jed. That's a par.
Yeah.
Well, the next shot's a par. Yeah. So go on. You were about.
It's very interesting actually. It's good to see the engagement from the department members, and you've got the minister there and all sorts. So, the thought of driving at 20 miles an hour along Groves Road and Royal Avenue and Victoria Road, it just fills me with joy.
Safe, Jed. You'll be safe.
I know.
I mean, I'm not wishing to get involved too deeply in this conversation, but I do have a story of my own. So, as you may be aware, I do the Viking longboat race each year.
Oh yeah.
And this year we've entered a team as the hotel. So 10 of the guys from the hotel, myself included, are rowing in the Viking longboat race.
Are you banging the drum?
I'm rowing. I am not the cox. I'm the rower, the Viking. I don't know which one it is, but one of those. And anyway, we were waiting our turn, and who happened to be out, but the There's
Oh,
there's a
the
bolt.
NHK.
There's not a bolt in the morning. There's some
Yeah.
some
Oh,
some
yeah,
some
yeah.
play on words there.
What
And the
one
MH
that didn't cost 120 million?
Well,
anyway?
this is another story
Oh,
for
80
another
million,
day.
80 million.
And anyway, they were out there playing away, and I think it was kind of one of these like don't mention the war things. And then over the radio came, can you just remind everybody that not to go beyond 20 miles an hour in the harbour,
Very good.
which I thought was quite funny.
Very good.
And probably nine people
That's
on the
going to
boat.
live.
9 people on the boat laughed.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
But not as interesting as the golf here today, Jen.
Oh,
so
I
this is a tricky pot. It's a fast green. This. Let's see what happens. All right.
One for the money. Oh,
I think it's not bad. It's not gone too far past either. There we go. Sent home. Another tricky pot. Oh dear, I'll have to edit that one out, Jed. It didn't make it into the hole.
we could AI it as though
Yeah.
it went in. Have you kind of connected yourself with AI and things? Have you?
I haven't, Jed, and that's an error on my part, I think, at this stage. But I believe it's very, very good. It troubles me greatly, but I think it's the future.
It is terrifying,
Yeah.
really. Absolutely
It
terrifying.
won't be replacing Roger in the Ford Transit, will it? On the tour of the TT
Unless
course.
you can do crayon. So he's a lovely guy, Roger. He's a Watford fan. Great to talk to.
Salt of the earth.
He is. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to clear off. Jed.
It's such a contrast, you see.
That's it. Yeah.
Partnership.
We've got a nice normal fellow with a bit of racing history. And then,
Oh no, that's
it is.
it's Poker Stars, isn't it?
Well,
It's-
just
well,
let us down again. Jed, what's
I think there's been these are called the Flop Stars. Martin Stewart, Snowy, isn't it? So
yeah.
so the batting order has been swapped around. So it wasn't Corky who'd been to university in St Andrews at all.
So misinformation there.
I
Jed.
know.
What's the matter with you?
I know.
Bringing shame
I
on
know.
the broadcast.
Well, I can only work on the information I was given. You see,
Yeah.
I was only
Blame your
following
tools.
the. Anyway.
The running order. All right, Jed. I shall
Okay.
clear off
If you
now,
send
but,
Aubrey over,
I most
we'll.
certainly will. And, we'll get his
Oh, there we go. Mark Emmington, director of Comis here at Mount Murray. A fabulous orator. Oh, gosh. Let's just check on the technology, see how we're doing. Well, you know who's coming to have a chat? It's Aubrey. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Jed, and yourself.
Oh gosh, delightful. We've won with the weather yet again.
Absolutely. I was speaking to Stephanie just now. I didn't realise it's 14 years we've been doing this.
That's
14 years.
14 years. That is
Where has
that's a
the
lot of
time-
golf shots.
Yes, absolutely. And quite honestly say I've seen every one of them land on the screen, or thereabouts.
And yet we haven't had the big one, have we?
No.
The ace. The one that could capture that beautiful Honda car, isn't it?
It's magnificent, isn't it? Eh?
It's 100% electric.
And they tell me it does on that particular model. It does about 225 miles on a charge.
Yeah. So I think that'd be enough for the Isle of Man, wouldn't it, really? Yeah.
Perfect, I think.
Yeah,
Perfect.
You're not going to do more than 225. But does it depend on what load you're carrying?
I think it depends largely on the air conditioner. So,
Really?
yeah. The air conditioner chews up the gas on it.
Yeah.
Chews up the power in the battery. But it's a lovely car, and lovely to have Honda with us again this year.
Yeah, I just hope that when the hole-in-one does arrive, that like my battery just doesn't suddenly run out. And that would be unfortunate.
We've had a good a couple of balls on the green this year. I remember last year, but it was quite a lot of them weren't even making the green, or missing it to the right and the left.
I'd just put that down to golf in general. People are practicing more, they're enjoying it more. Certainly we've got our professional at Mount Murray, Stephen Crooks, and so maybe the patrons of today's event have been having tuition. Who would know?
Absolutely. I must tell you, Jed, I came here last week to see Stephen and Mark.
Oh, yeah.
As a prequel to this weekend, this event here. And I know something very close to your heart when I first met you up here at the golf course was junior golf, or the youth thing.
Yeah.
And I was most pleasantly surprised to see what they're doing now. And it's something that I know that you've been pushing for many years.
Oh gosh, yeah, it has to be done because these kids aren't going to just come off their own volition. You've got to have someone to just push them along,
Absolutely, and steer them. That's really what it's all about. But I think the biggest thing too is to show them the joy of golf. And I was talking to them. I was talking to Mark again today. Going back where I was born in Rhodesia.
Yeah.
I was very involved in junior golf then, but all the clubs bought into, and all had a fairly strong junior section, and that can be borne out by all those wonderful golfers that Rhodesia produced: Nicky Price, George Harvey, Dennis Watson, Mus Gammon, a whole lot of them, and that I think stems directly from the junior events. Getting them involved and.
It's all about people, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You got to have the right people.
Yeah.
And really, it's a game. Once you've picked it up, you can't let it go. It's a real challenge. But there's something that in the last few years, and I think we can thank TikTok and Instagram, where golf has become more popular because the kids have kind of got access to it. They're familiar to it. It's quite watchable.
Absolutely. I think you're right. I'm sure that could be a big contributor to it, because it certainly it was gladdened my heart when I saw somebody told me this morning how many golf balls were hit last week on that day.
1,000.
It was 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000
watching
balls.
all the youngsters there having a great time. And as soon as one hits the ball that sparks the next one on to put his mind to it, or her mind to it. And it was really lovely to see that, and it augurs well for the future for golf on this island.
Smashing it, that's what they like to do, just give it a good old whack.
It's similar to, I was quite involved with the junior fishing on this island, down in Port St Mary. And they used to fish on Thursday nights, and they would have a whole lot of competent, good fishermen teaching the kids.
Yep.
And once they've hooked that first fish, it's like golf. Hit one good drive, and you're sold on the game, aren't you?
Well, it's all about people, isn't it? And you need these people in the background who are going to really steward it, help out, get these kids on the right pathway.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I couldn't think of a healthier, more... It's also a test of one's own skill. You can never beat golf, but you can be close to beating it.
You're
but
right
it's wonderful.
You're right. So, there we go. So, proceedings for tonight, we've got the dinner, and Aubrey's asking for some more crisps.
Sorry about that.
Some more. What's your favourite crisp flavour? What do you go for?
I'm normally not fussed about what we get. I like them all, but there's smoked grilled beef, which I really enjoy.
What type of crisps are they? Like a thick cut, or they crinkle,
thick crust? Oh, thick and crinkle.
Thick and crinkle combination. Smoky
beef.
Smoky beef, thick and See, I find that now if I am going shopping, and I try and avoid that, because if you go to these aisles where you got the goodies, it's not as though you're gonna, I'm going to have these for the week and eat them. Oh, hello, that's a great
that's
shot,
looking
that.
good.
Wow.
Wonderful shot.
With a duo-coloured ball. I can't make my mind up. You know what?
I have the same problem.
You know, and then when you bring them home, you scoff them.
Yeah.
You don't save them.
No matter what it is.
You just go for the end of the bag. It's like anything,
Yeah.
like a bar of chocolate, you know.
Yeah.
Don't matter how big it could be, the size of a paving slab, and you're gonna munch it. But I mean, do you have like a go-to crisp? Oh, that's a nice shot. Let's see this one.
The golf is a lot better this year, hey? Where did it go? Short.
Yeah. Like a go-to crisp. You see, I look at the Doritos.
Yeah.
You know, and I quite like those the chili ones that are kind of half sweet. Not
That's
too
my
hot.
wife's favourite.
Not like a flaming hot. I
No.
don't see any value in that.
Spicy is what. Yeah.
Yeah, not too much. Not too much. But you know, back in the day, you started off with ready salted, and that's not going to do well. There was a little bag of salt, ready salted, and so forth. Those days are long gone, aren't they?
Oh,
They went to
gone.
salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar, worst crisps on earth. In fact, there's Eva. There she is, filling up the goodie truck.
Yeah. Wonderful.
She's fantastic. Really is absolute super servant. Excellent
Lovely lady.
at Mount Murray. Part of the furniture here just crept
Oh,
on.
another good one.
there we go, nice
Another
shot.
good one.
So,
Pin high just about.
yeah, so and then you went to cheese and onion. Or that's the safe bet, isn't it? Really, out of the three,
Yeah, I
you could call them the holy trinity.
Yeah,
of
that
crisp
was.
flavours.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Those all they were.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's going to have another go. Let's see. Let's analyse the swing. What went wrong before?
Is this his second? 3 off
Yeah,
the tee, is it?
He duffed it into the undergrowth. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, he's done all right there.
Looks all right.
Look at that. Floated just.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Not
at all.
bad.
Very good.
I think maybe it's to do with the weather, but it's certainly a lot more better golf being played over this last today. It's looking
Yeah.
good to see. I remember times I was sitting on this green here, and out of all the 4 balls,
Oh gosh.
probably about 6 of them
Yeah.
ever made the green. You know, so
Yeah.
it's much better now. But the weather helps, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And I think that makes, because we've been blessed with some wonderful sun and summer weather this year.
Well, this year we had. Let me see. We had the winter, and then Then it went from winter to summer,
Absolutely, for about 6 or 7 weeks.
and then now it's gone back into spring,
Yeah.
and it's going to go back into summer next week, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Apparently, we're going to have a heat wave. So, when the heat wave is on, what are you thinking? Is it time for a barbecue?
Yeah, it's
all that? Yeah.
certainly barbecue time.
Do you call it a braai?
Braai, yeah.
Okay.
It's short for braai vleis, which means cooked meat.
A braai
Braai
vleis.
vleis, yeah.
Braai
Braai vleis.
vleis.
Yeah.
Oh, so that
Vleis is meat and
oh,
braai
right,
is
is
to
that
cook.
the Afrikaan?
Yes,
Afrikaan.
Afrikaans, yeah.
Afrikaan is. So, if I go for a braai vleis, and how do I say a castle lager?
Castle.
Castle.
Castle lager, yeah.
Hey, get me a castle lager. There we go. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Nice, cool beer. Alcohol free, of course, after our little chat that we had a few minutes ago. There we go.
Oh, this is wonderful, isn't it? What a
A
beautiful
castle.
course is so
Castle.
immaculate today.
So it would never be a castle lager. It'd be castle.
Castle, yeah.
Castle.
My squash partner back in South Africa always called it a castle. And I said to him, it's not castle, it's castle. He says, where's the R in castle? Couldn't argue with that.
Oh. Well, I always find you can spot a Manxie, can't you? Because it's castle.
Yeah.
Castle Russian. And then the other giveaway is 14 instead of saying 14.
Yeah.
It's 14. I love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Have you played here recently, Jed?
Where's that? Oh yeah. I've not played for a few weeks. It's just been so busy. We had the TT, and then it just seems to be rammed with tourists. The Isle of Man. I had a lovely group the other day, and it was a class reunion, and they'd all reached 80 years of age. Not the
Wonderful.
not the whole class, obviously.
But,
you know,
but the bulk of them.
Yeah, and it was great, and what it taught me again how to live longer is don't get fat.
Yeah.
Don't get fat.
Nah.
It's simple as that. Exercise, do things, keep moving. Don't sit in front of the telly.
I think we have around the world today. We have a very much a sedentary life.
Yeah.
People don't get up, don't get off the
Yeah.
settee, don't get
Yeah.
out of the chair,
Yeah.
and they wonder why at the end of the day things start going wrong.
South. It's your body tells you, doesn't it? Your body feels like a bit ropey, a bit, achy, a bit stiff. So it's like saying, get yourself sorted out. Drink some water. Eat some fruit. Do some yoga.
Yes, I think it certainly sends a message to you,
Yeah.
but whether you receive it and act on it is another story.
This is it. And I think the Isle of Man, if we could have just a bit of education, public health that could be shared, saying, look, you know what's good to eat, and you know when to have exercise, take exercise.
But I'll tell you one thing I do love about the Isle of Man. Not one, I know there's a lot of love about the Isle of Man. But at school, the juniors are encouraged to play sport of some kind. Physical education and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I look at the...
Oh, hello. That wasn't very good. That was a horse, a bit of a tiddler. He should have practiced his putting at school. No, but no, you're right. Yeah, it's all part of the.
And I look across the UK,
program.
and I've got a lot of our family over in the UK, particularly our grandchildren, and those with their own children, they have very little stuff to do at school for sports. And sports day was a big thing in our school at junior school, and a lot of schools don't even have that. They don't even have physical education. So it's a bit sad, because that's where you bend the tree before it grows.
It's absolutely critical, isn't it? It's so important that those early years, you've got to have the right foundation, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's important, because to me, sport, physical education on the island, is it like 25% as important as the whole thing? 50%. I think health and awareness and diet
starts early in your life.
Yeah. If only on the Isle of Man, if we just been a little bit more careful and a bit more clever about. Oh, it's Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly's crew. We like Brian Kelly from Ramsey with Jordan, Paul Levers, and Craig Dalton. So it's like the Ramsey Massive have come down to Mount Murray. So, I think if we could just get clever about food, isn't it?
Yeah.
Food, what we drink, and maybe if we grew more carrots and spuds here. And you know what I had the other day? I had a locally grown beetroot pulled out of the ground with all the dirt on it, and then I cooked it like a roast potato.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Whereas those like purple things in a plastic packet, it's like trying to eat a squash ball. Can't be anything. Can't do you anything.
Very, very true.
Zero happiness there.
But we are blessed on this island with our food. And
Oh,
it's
gosh,
just everything is good, it really
Yeah.
is. And this year in particular, it's amazing what has happened with our weather this year. We had 6 or 7 weeks of brilliant sunshine. The TT comes, the bikes arrive, we have 2 weeks of intermittent rain and wind,
it's
but
tough,
we've got away with it,
Yeah. it was
fortunately.
tough.
And then the bikes leave, and a week later the sun comes out
I know,
again.
I
It's
know.
just...
But this weekend, we're looking at I did hear the word heat wave.
Yep, next week. Absolutely.
Wow, that's great. Well,
So-
I've got another golf group coming over next week.
Have you? That's
Yep,
wonderful.
So they'll enjoy it. We've actually got a group of 24 golfers from Rotherham who are on the island. They are staying in Douglas, and they're playing Mount Murray on Saturday. So look out for that.
This Saturday.
Yeah, but
Wonderful.
they'll be supporting our local hostelries and what have you.
Fantastic.
To a great tune.
But golf tourism's good for us, isn't it?
Oh, it's remarkable because, recently I've handled a lot of tourism groups, different types, and it's great to have like our 80-year-olds reunion.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's lovely, it's very nice, but they're never going to spend a fraction of what the golfers are bringing.
Yeah.
So
True.
the likes of the golfers are spending £100 a day on food and drink at least.
Yep.
At least, and we need that in our economy. Imagine if you had, say, 2,000 golfers a week here.
It would be fantastic.
It would save the island's economy. I'm amazed, really. We don't cotton on to that. Oh, hello!
Wow, what a shot!
What a shot!
Well played.
That was a good shot. So, like you said, the standard. I don't think we've seen this green hit
As many times. No, I agree with you 100% there, Greg. Jed, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Oh, that's gone a bit jungle-like. Search party for that one. And he looked quite smartly dressed for a golfer, didn't he? He turns up, he looks the part, and he's absolutely hoiks it.
Hits it on the head or something. Yeah. I don't know what he did with it.
Here we go. Now, anyone that wears red, why would you? Oh, you wear red, don't you?
I wear red, yes, yeah. I wear red today because of Bobby Moore.
Of course.
This is our Bobby Moore.
That's it. Yeah,
That's
I got
why
it. I got it. The penny drop there. That was a little bit silly of me there. But yes, red.
Oh, over the back.
Big shot, that. Red flag with a red. I'm seeing that creeping into conversation, isn't it, nowadays? I've seen too many red flags. It's like a trendy.
Yeah, it's a trendy word, isn't it?
Too many red flags. Good to see Snaefell in the background. Not clouded or shrouded. I went on the mountain railway a few weeks ago. That was brilliant. I've forgotten how good it was.
Yeah, I had people over here at the beginning of the year, and we took them up there one of those magic days where you could see all 5 or 6 kingdoms, I think it's.
7.
7 kingdoms, is it?
Yeah.
And it was magnificent, I've been up there before and met somebody up there who's come over, particularly you see that. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
Oh, yeah.
That
was an interesting shot.
Yeah, another good shot.
Yeah, and I love the ride down in the tram. It's like a scene from Indiana Jones, isn't it?
It is.
Like the rickety tram, and you think, oh gosh, what would happen if it went out of control? Not that it would, but it would be. What would you do if it did go out of control? Would you jump off?
I would put into practice my skills on a motorcycle when riding foot up, not trials.
Yeah.
Trials, yes, but also scrambles or motocross. As soon as you find dangers imminent, debus. Jump off it.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it, really? Because would you not take your hat off and reach down and try have a manual brake against burn your hand off maybe or
But talking of trains and trams, I'll tell you what I did this year, which I've never done before. And much to my wife's disgust, I refused to go on the train from Laxey to Peel.
Oh.
Just because it didn't interest me. And eventually, just to humour her, I went and did this trip. My heavens, what a lovely, lovely trip.
Laxey to Ramsey, you mean?
Laxey to Ramsey, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, what a lovely, lovely trip.
Oh, crikey.
Because with the train terminates. Its thing is right next to
Oh,
that
The
wonderful
little gin bar. And,
gin bar.
yeah.
It was wonderful, and I just loved the trip because it was so different.
And the thing is, when you arrive in Ramsey, it just has that special, unique kind of feeling that you've stepped into the 1980s.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing.
100%.
Isn't it, really?
And
Amazing.
Ramsey's repaired itself very well over the last 3-4 years.
Oh,
eh?
yeah. It's got that kind of retro feel.
It's really
very, very,
lovely.
because you'll actually see, some of the fashions that are from your childhood, really.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's
Not that I remember my childhood
no,
that well.
no, well, maybe my childhood. I'm thinking. I'm kind of joking, really, but I think I do think like the admiration of heavy rock from the 1970s,
Yeah.
denim jackets embroidered, like
Absolutely.
AC/DC
It's
Motorhead.
now
on
all
the
in fashion again.
back. Yeah, ahead of the game. There we go. What we've got? Little tricky little chip shot here.
He must get a 3 here, surely.
Hinge. No. Oh no, it's just raced through, but
They
Not-
did
not
warn
a
us
bad
this
shot.
morning. The scorers warned us at the breakfast that the greens are going to be fast
yeah.
because this was a championship course last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's the knockouts are going on all week.
all week.
So they're playing the course in pristine condition.
Absolutely. I've never seen the course looking this great.
It's so many different shades, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You look at it, the contours and everything. You could say it's like 50 shades of green.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you dig that one up from?
I don't know, but you could tell it's not plain sailing for all the golfers here. Some of them will be taking a bit of a whipping.
Yeah, absolutely. The joy of golf.
The joy of golf. Very good. You're showing your age there.
Many years ago, I used to ocean race on a yacht called Orca.
Oh,
How did that miss? Shame. But the skipper of my yacht was a chap called Peter Hargreaves. And he was a golf lover. But he didn't have the temperament to play golf. Because I've known him to throw his bags in the river,
Yeah.
wrap clubs round the tree trunks,
Wow.
and hit the stone markers with the driver. So, as much as he loved the game wasn't kind to him. So I've seen him throw stuff all over the place.
It can have that effect on some people. I know of people who throw clubs and the actual skill they use is actually better than their actual gameplay. So it's almost like a javelin, or you've got the helicopter.
They go
Yeah.
through the air. Yeah.
I like that. There we go. We are live. Good. Yeah, the signal is working. That's good. I'll just check the sound.
All good.
Brilliant.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
I'll just have a quick chat with Greg.
Yeah, okay.
I'll come back right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
something going wrong. I didn't think I could leave that short.
back. Bit of a interlude. Zoom in on the tee, see who we've got. I think the batting order just went a little bit skew whiff, really. Gave me time to refresh myself. Had a Diet Coke, and we were talking about diet and stuff before. I ended up having a crunchy bar. Don't see many of them about, do you, really? Crunchy bar and a Diet Coke. That is not your ideal meal for a lunchtime in the sun. Okay, see if we've got any golf swings here. Poised. Bent over a little bit. Will we ever get the hole in one? No, that's pulled over left towards that lovely little bridge there. Where is it? There we go. Shaped like the Swilkin Bridge at St Andrews. You can imagine whoever created this course. That person is nameless, can't you? Never find out who he was. Nice little feature, because of course that was the 18th fairway as you came down here between the houses. 18th fairway, it's a par 5, and a big launch off the tee and a second shot smash with something like a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and find your way over the water. Very testing par 5 final hole, grand finale, front of the hotel, the adoring gallery. How times have changed. Who have we got here? Let's see. Oh, it's another one of those multicoloured balls on the green. That's 2 I've seen today, and from would appear rather competent golfers. I don't think it would be my first choice, really. I go for a plain ball, really. Now, of course, you can buy them and they've got alignment printed on them. But remember, your ball has to be identifiable and marked. So you know which ball you're playing. That is the rule, isn't it? Short there. Now then, stood a bit far away from the ball. Not, I don't think, a regular golfer. Hands low. Let's see. Long iron. Oh, not bad. Pulled it to their left though, I think. And there it is. Just scoots down the hill, but always nice to come up from the bottom side. I've got one more. Hopeful. Just a little bit too long. I don't know. I think all the whiskers gone a bit skewed.
Are you the broadcaster?
Hey, okay. Where we were on
Yeah.
another year rolls by and we're here.
I know. At least it's a nice day today.
Yeah. These years it's just
too quickly, haven't they? The Thomas being. Is there anyone for us?
Yeah, I think they'll be coming round in a bit.
Did they come yet? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did Brian and Jordan pass by?
yeah, they've gone
passed
through.
in,
Yeah, but it could be that could be the Thomas team there in the
Is it
distance.
Antley?
Yes, I think so. Although the captain on the song. And I think in that, put my stuff up and go and do some editing. It's the Lloyd's team. Let's see who we got here. Looks like some golfing ability. That's good. See Phil Hassel and there's Richard Mulhern. Nice little shot, just tracking top side. Shorts on. Summer golf is back after the, what was it, a blip. It's like autumn came a little bit early, but it's gone away again, and we've got a heat wave. Coming in next week. I don't think that was read expertly well by Mully. One that came in from left to right. No hassle for Phil here, hopefully. One of those puts that's needed by the team, isn't it? Oh, and it's just hit a little bit too hard across the break. No favours with a 4 on here. Team Lloyds. Not quite sure what they've deposited there on that one. We will see. Just do some technical checks whilst we're here.